Hello everyone, and welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming.
Hey everyone.
We are playing our first Sega Saturn game on this channel today.
Yes, we are. Sonic.
It is a Sonic Team game. No, it is not a Sonic game. Just hold on. We'll get there.
Unfortunately, we do not have a copy of Sonic Extreme.
Because it doesn't exist. More accurate to the Sega Saturn, the only Sega Saturn Sonic game we own a copy of is 3D Blast. We do not regrettably, we do not own Sonic Jam, and we do not own Sonic R. So we are playing Nights into Dreams, as you saw.
Yep. What? I always wondered when I first saw the pictures for this game, guy or girl?
I think a guy, but it probably doesn't matter too much, considering the character's role.
Alright. Thought about it overnight. I guess we'll start with... Claris.
You were literally losing sleep. Should I start as the male character or the female?
Yep, the ideal.
Alright.
Um,
Because, yes, you play through both of these kids' stories.
yeah.
Whoops.
What the heck is this?
I don't know.
Well, it must be cool to fly like this.
Yeah. I'm guessing that's just our HDMI cable.
I think so.
Yeah. No, I think it looks fine. I think it is just on the HDMI cable. We're having like a sputtering issue. Or, you know what I mean. It's going in and out.
Yeah.
So hopefully you guys don't see that. Hopefully it's just on our end.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is, compared to what we usually play, gonna be pretty chill.
Yep. I've heard a lot of good things about Nights into Dreams.
Oh yeah. It has many fans. People love it.
Yep.
People are sad that it is a franchise that doesn't get all the fame and the fortune that Sonic gets.
Yes. And it only has 2 games to its name.
Yeah, pretty much.
But this game, and I think there's a game on the Wii.
Yeah. That is, gameplay-wise, pretty much the same with some updates. So yeah. I remember being sad that there is a reference to Nights in Sonic Adventure where you have 2 pinball segments. You have the regular Sonic one, and then you have the Nights into Dreams pinball.
Oh, the poor guy's only Dreamcast appearance.
Yep. I know, he should have had a Dreamcast game for sure.
Nights 2 would have been perfect on Dreamcast.
Yes. I agree wholeheartedly. And I feel bad because I feel like the soundtrack shirked him, because the Sonic Adventure soundtrack does not have the music that's featured in the Nights into Dreams pinball segment in Sonic Adventure. It has the Sonic pinball music, but not the Nights into Dreams one, and I always was bothered by that. I'm like, why official soundtrack? Is it because it's official music from the Nights into Dreams game. Is that why it's not on your soundtrack? But it makes no sense to me because, you know, Sonic Team worked on both of the games.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
they would have the rights to the music of both games. So I just... And they're both under Sega too, so it made no sense to me. I think somebody was saying these days there aren't a lot of abstract games, and they felt like because Nights into Dreams is more abstract, that there really aren't a lot of games being made for Nights into Dreams because people just don't seem to play abstract games anymore for whatever reason.
Why are people so anti-abstract?
I don't know. I asked myself that in poetry class when the teacher didn't like my poems because they were too abstract. And I'm like, what should it matter? A poem is a poem. What do we do in this instance?
I'm not sure, actually. I'm thinking the red arrow is supposed to point me someplace, but what am I doing?
Like how to get back?
Yeah.
How to get Knights back? Sorry, guys, this is the first time we've played this game.
Yeah.
If it's not abundantly obvious.
Night over.
Oh, well. I don't know if that's a game over or...
Destroy idly blue chips. Advance. Recover idea palace. Huh.
I guess that was game over. Whoops.
Yeah.
Alright.
I tried to thoroughly clean this, so...
Yeah. Because on our very first take, the game just, like, restarted itself when we tried to load a level.
Yeah, I'd never seen that happen with a video game before.
We have never experienced that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we were so excited to get this game.
Yep. Especially because this game is very beloved and I've always wanted to give it a try.
Yes. Because it's actually very relaxing.
Yeah.
And I think Knights is pretty cool looking.
I agree.
And he's always referenced in, like, the Legacy games, like in, in, like, crossover games. Like, I think he even has DLC in, Sonic Racing Crossworlds. And he was, like, in Sega Superstars Tennis, games like that.
Awesome.
So, Sega acknowledges him, but not so much as to make more Knights games. So it's very... I don't know. I don't know why they don't make more. I don't know if it didn't sell well enough, or...
I worry about how well it did in America, but...
Yeah, It seems like with Sega, the way things sell here in the US of A seems to either make or break a franchise.
Yeah.
Like, we're the reason the Dreamcast failed, because it was doing really well in Japan,
Yeah.
and was having fairly good success in Europe as well.
Yeah, it was.
So, we can almost completely blame the US market for Dreamcast's downfall.
Yeah.
Same with Saturn. Same with the Sega Saturn, the console that
Yeah.
we're playing right now.
Oh my god, the Saturn was given the worst deal.
Yeah, the Saturn was actively sabotaged, I feel like.
Yep. It's... Yeah,
Yeah,
gone.
Wasn't it that the guy in charge of Sega of America wanted a new console, like, yesterday?
Yeah. That's one story. One story I heard was that the guy who eventually took over Sega, he wanted a new console abruptly because he did not have any confidence in the Saturn.
Uh-huh.
Though before it, Sega had wanted to actually start afresh earlier.
Oh.
Around, because they wanted, over in Japan, the Genesis was no longer fresh to them, and they wanted something new around 1994-95, whereas Sega of America actually wanted to keep making Genesis.
I see.
Well,
So they made the Saturn, but then the guy was like, ugh, no, this is terrible.
Yeah, the guy who eventually took over for Sega was like, yeah, this is terrible, we want something fresh, which I think forced the Dreamcast to be forced to be come out.
I see.
But I do think I was under the impression that with the Dreamcast they were planning on making it come out by about like 2000s.
I see.
But I do think that the guys who are running Sega of America made a lot of pressure and bad choices.
Yeah.
Because they also sabotaged the 32X.
Which has a very small amount of games.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like rushing the Dreamcast out is what initially killed the third Echo game from being greenlit by Sega.
Yeah.
Because I think, if I remember correctly, I think he originally wanted to do something on the Genesis, and then they're like, well, you need to do something on the Saturn, but then, the thing with the Saturn wasn't, Saturn was kind of being brushed out. So.
Yes, I have a feeling because 32X crashed and burned, especially with the accommodation they made.
Yeah.
To appease both parties, which was making the 32X an add-on.
Oh god, I'm running out of time.
Yes, I'm nervous.
What? So yeah, this is one we might have to research a little bit more.
I'm afraid so.
Just to make sure we're playing it right.
No, don't eat me.
No, don't make me wake up. Because I'm guessing that's what it is. I'm guessing that's an alarm clock.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It was right freaking there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a lot of F's on this one.
Yeah.
Failure.
Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, and then I know in Ed Annunziata's case he pretty much had like a legal battle with Sega because since he was turned down for the third game, he was going to try to do it elsewhere, but couldn't. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
And yeah, they finally got the to decide to do an Echo game.
Mm-hmm.
On the Dreamcast, we played it.
Yep. And that was Novo Trade minus Ed Annunziata.
Yep.
Because he kind of got tired of dealing with Sega's BS.
Yeah. In a way, I feel sad about it because
Yeah.
I think it would have been successful had.
Yeah. I feel like another reason the Saturn did not do very well is like its main Sonic games that were new were Sonic 3D Blast, which they also released on the Genesis,
Yeah.
and Sonic R, which... So we didn't really have... I think what the fans would have responded better to, as much as I like Sonic 3D Sonic 3D Blast, a new Sonic game that felt like the Genesis games, but was updated with the 3D graphics, the 3D capabilities. Like
Yeah.
maybe if Sonic Extreme had been completed and released. Interesting. The Saturn would have done better.
Yeah.
Because Sonic R... A lot of people didn't like Sonic R. I have a special place in my heart for Sonic R.
Me too.
If I can find it affordably, I would love to buy it and play it. But it's expensive. Because I played a PC port of it and I thought it was fine. But a lot of people did not respond positively to it. It was kind of mixed, you know. Some people, I think it had some fans, but a lot of the fans were like, "What is this?" No.
I hear some angry kitties.
I don't know why it's too early for their dinner.
I know.
Maybe.
Sounds like they're
Yeah,
playing too rough.
maybe. Or maybe Joy's getting on Winnie's case and Winnie's not having it.
True.
I wish I could convince my 3 girls to get along.
Yeah. It sadly shows the lady cats don't get along.
So is this a boss?
I'm wondering if it is, but I'm running out of time.
Yeah. Night
over.
No. Does that mean we have to start over, or
Hint, lure the boss into a paraloop.
Okay.
Huh.
Do we get to try again? Nope. Why? Is this a game that has no passwords? I guess it does not.
I hope it's not a game you have to complete in one sitting.
Hope not either.
remembered... Guess I'll try Elliot.
Oh, okay. You don't want to try to see if it remembered where we were in Claris's?
Shoot, you're right.
What?
I should have done that. I do appreciate the game's... Yeah, I do appreciate that the game's giving hints.
Yeah. You have to die before you get the hints, but yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you'll have to study how to beat it.
Yeah, I'm afraid I will.
Because this is different from what we normally play.
That's right.
By far.
By a lot.
I'm going to have my...
Good idea.
I gotta get rid of this bag so you guys stop hearing the... Okay. Good music.
I agree on that.
I think the person I saw the long play of started with Elliot and then finished with Claire.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
But I don't know if one's easier than the other. It's a lot of fun though. Just flying around through rings. People complain about the flying around through rings games because a lot of games don't utilize it well, but I feel like Nights into Dreams does it in a very seamless and fun way.
Yeah, makes me wonder if Nights into Dreams was the game that everybody was trying to
Replicate?
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if this game is like a darling to video game developers.
Yeah. Beloved by the gaming community.
Yes. Even though sales-wise it comes across as a hidden gem.
Yeah. It's definitely treated as such.
Mm-hmm. Or an underappreciated classic.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that its debut was on the Saturn.
Unfortunately, it seems. Ever dreamed of flying? Like this?
I was never really somebody who wanted to fly.
I see.
I had dreams where I would be flying, but it was never something I fantasized about, if that makes any sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Like, I had this dream that could have been very scary, where I was on this roller coaster, and for whatever reason, even though I was in there securely, the safety belt and all that was on, I still flew out of it, but instead of falling and getting seriously injured, I just started flying.
Wow.
Yeah. So it could have been a horrifying dream, but I wasn't in any danger because I wasn't falling.
Yeah.
I was just launched up into the sky and then I was flying. I remember that dream vividly. I think I was maybe 8 or 9 when I had that dream. And I know it's a common fantasy.
Indeed.
Might have to add this to soundtracks that I randomly listen to.
Maybe. That'd be a cool soundtrack to listen to, though.
I have no idea if I can possibly buy it or if I'll just have to listen on YouTube or wherever.
He does give off the cool, confident vibe similar to Sonic.
Yeah, so honestly, when I saw Yuji Naka making Balan Wonderland, I thought he was trying to recreate Nights. So I was surprised that the gameplay was actually quite different from Nights because the character design initially felt like it was trying to recapture Nights into Dreams.
Yeah.
But everybody online seems to bully that game as a colossal failure. And nobody even once suggested that maybe he was trying to recapture the magic of Nights into Dreams, so I was honestly a little bit baffled. I don't know, sometimes... I hope this doesn't come off as wrong, but sometimes I feel like some game reviewers or people who talk about games have a little bit of a hive mind about it.
I feel that way.
Like, the game reviews say this is bad, people who have played it say it's bad, so therefore it is bad, and I must talk about it as being bad. But I don't always feel like the way a game performs, sales-wise, or even what your favorite YouTube influencers say about the game is the be-all, end-all.
Yeah. Somebody else out there might be able to play something like Winter Sports 2002.
His Achilles heel. Winter Sports 2002.
Yep.
To the point where eventually we might just have to play it so people can know.
Yes. So I can...
You can relive your traumatic days.
Yep. I'll either be really good at it, or I will recreate a certain nerd who is angry.
Yeah.
On this channel.
And you're like, oh my god, it's when I was 13 all over again.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That is cool. I like that. He kind of like became a mermaid.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess we'll play until this level's over.
Yeah.
Or if we get a boss, yeah. But yeah, it's very possible this one was meant to be played in one setting. In which case, we may have to reconsider how we are playing this on the channel.
Yeah, I hope it's not the case, but...
Yeah. But you will do the research and we will figure it out.
Yep.
Wah, wah, wah.
I'm afraid so. And here comes a boss.
Looks like it. Very interesting.
Yeah. Is he afraid of opera singers?
Or clowns?
Either seems plausible. It is a real phobia.
Mm-hmm. Even though when I talked to people about it in Japan, they were like, I remember the one girl I asked about, I said, is it a common fear in Japan? And she goes, I don't think so. She says, I personally think clowns are cute. Because I think I talked about this band where one of the band members, he's always wearing a clown mask. So I like just talking about that. I'm like, I was curious about that because I thought Americans would find that very scary. And she said, I actually think he's very cute. So it was interesting to me. She says, I didn't really notice it being a common fear. And she said, why? And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's because of Stephen King's story. And she goes, oh.
Be careful which direction you shove the boss.
Alright, well, I guess we're done for now. We will see you all in the next part.
Alright, take
Bye,
care, everybody.
everybody.
Bye.